Hey loves, it's finally spring, my favorite time of the year, and today I'm gonna take you along with me as I spring clean my home. So our place has been a mess. We just traveled to Australia and we haven't finished unpacking and organizing everything from our move. So I noticed that I don't feel completely at peace unless my space is in order. So in this video, I'm gonna give my home the love and care it deserves because tidying and cleaning are also forms of self-care. So huge thanks to Dyson for sponsoring this video. This is the current situation in my room. There are clothes everywhere, some things from our trip that I haven't put away, and you might not see it, but it's pretty dusty too. Now it's time to start putting things away. Marie Kondo says that in order to stay tidy, every item should have a home, and you should always put the item back in its home after using it. So that's just an amazing tip because I tend to leave things out in plain view just because it's easier. But I'm working on making a better habit of creating a home for each thing and returning it home after using it. I really gotta ingrain that. By the way, here's a small tip for travelers. I always keep my Metro cards from the places that I've traveled together, just like I keep my currencies together. So if I go back to that country, I can just bring that card again. And over here for Wilson's stuff, I just gathered all of his loose things together and put them in another room so he could go through them later. At this point, I'm just clearing out anything on the floor so I could have space to vacuum. So this is my new Dyson V11 torque drive vacuum. It's quite the beast. It's a completely cord-free vacuum, which makes it so convenient and hassle-free. There are no cords to plug in and pull around. The vacuum has 3 modes for cleaning: Eco, Auto, and Boost. Eco mode is perfect for everyday cleaning, Auto mode has something called dynamic load sensing, and Boost mode gives extra power for big spills and deep cleaning. It even has a digital display that gives you real-time reporting on your mode selection, battery life, and how much runtime you have left. It also alerts you when maintenance is needed, for example with filter washing or blockage detection. The Dyson V11 has increased suction power with a new V10C motor and a high-torque cleaner head that can automatically sense when you go from hardwoods to carpets in auto mode, adjusting the power according to the floor type. This new feature is called Dynamic Load Sensing, which saves you so much time because you don't need to change the cleaner head. I love Dyson vacuums, and this one is the most high-tech and powerful yet. To learn more, visit dyson.com for more info or click the link down below. After I'm done vacuuming, it's time to wipe things down. Here I'm using a microfiber cloth and my DIY cleaning spray. I shared the recipe in my previous cleaning video, which I'll link down below. I'll start with the makeup area, which isn't so bad since I recently decluttered it. Next is my nightstand. By the way, let me show you what I keep in my nightstand. It's a little art project of my handprint from when I was 6 years old. Crazy, right? I just think it's so precious. It's one of my favorite sentimental items, and I guess I keep it close by to remind myself of my inner child. After that, I'm moving over to Wilson's nightstand. You might notice the nightstands are different because I only had one in my bedroom before, and the other one just used to be my vanity in my apartment. I figured they're both white, but they are mismatched, but I'm not sure that I mind enough to change it. What do you guys think? Would having mismatched nightstands drive you crazy, or are you okay with it? Fashion over function or function over fashion? Let me know in the comments. Ooh, now this is a good part. I did a swipe over the top of my bed's headboard and oh my gosh, there was so much dust, like so much dust. I was amazed and kind of disgusted. Alright, then I'm wiping down the mirror and I did a swipe on the top of that as well. Pretty gross. And now let's review the before and the after. Wow, so much cleaner. Alright, so let's move on to the bathroom. I have a smaller bathroom here, so thank God it's easier to clean. I'm just wiping down the counter and the mirrors, and also the cabinet down below. For the sink, I have the sponge that I keep in my shower to clean with. I like keeping it handy so I can scrub down anything when I need to while I'm showering or after I'm brushing my teeth. I'm wiping the top of the toilet because it gets pretty dusty there too. But to clean the toilet, I actually switched to using paper towels, something I can throw away because it's just so dirty for me to use a towel that I would throw in the wash and reuse again. I just can't get over the thought of that, like the contamination. So yeah, I stick with paper towels here. Then I'm taking out the trash and bringing in a white trash can that I brought over from my apartment. This one matches better and I like that it has a lid. And that about does it for the bathroom. Off to the next area that needs a major spring clean, my office. My office has been a mess since I moved back home and I hadn't finished unpacking and reorganizing everything. This is the current state of everything. So I gave Wilson one of the desks now, so I have to reorganize how I set up everything with my desktop and my journaling desk. I'll be honest, I was overwhelmed tackling this room because so many things don't have a home. I'd have to find a new home and system for everything. After trying to clear off the tables first, I decided it was probably best to just empty out all the drawers onto the floor and start the KonMari method of organizing from there. So here is the layout of all the stuff that was in my drawers, along with the things that we're going to add. After taking everything out, I immediately noticed how many items were useless and easy to declutter. This is why I love the KonMari method of emptying everything out of its container onto the floor. When things are in their original place, a part of you doesn't want to mess it up and you don't realize what could go and what could stay. But when you take everything out, you kind of wake up the items and you could objectively see which ones you need and which ones you don't. So I spent quite some time here going through each thing, sorting it into its category of stationery, tech, miscellaneous, or sentimental items, and then deciding what I could toss, recycle, or donate. Here I'm just testing out all my pens to see which ones I could let go of. Once I knew what I wanted to keep, it was time to reorganize them into new trays and compartments. So here's what my desk looks like so far. I decided to put that clear organizer on the right corner, and I like how I could stand up my hard drives like that. Next, let's fill in the first drawer with stationery. These would be practical items that I'd reach for most often. In the second drawer, I'm putting stationery refills, new notebooks, and things that I would reach for less often. Now I'm going to organize my tech stuff. I gathered my most frequently used tech accessories and put them in the third drawer. This one is a deeper drawer, which is great because I could fit more gear in here. Alright, so I've been cleaning for like 4 hours. I took a little break and ate something, watched half an episode of Terrace House. It's evening now and the lighting's not as good, but I think I still want to work on cleaning my office. I'm working on the tech stuff now and kind of revamping whatever's in my closet because that's where I store all my tech stuff. Okay, let's do it. So here is a glimpse of my office closet where I record my podcasts, my voiceovers, and store more gear and art supplies. This container is another tech drawer, so here I'm just going through all my tech stuff and organizing everything in a way that just makes sense. The container is for gear that I reach for less often, but need to keep somewhere, so like camera accessories, extra wires, all of that. Then I keep my cameras and lenses in these camera bags that I put in one of the cubbies because I reach for these the most often. Alright, so continuing this declutter the next day, what's left to organize in my office are miscellaneous stuff and sentimental items. So here's a box where I keep thank you letters and nice reminders from you guys. I'm super grateful to receive a lot of love and support from you all, and I definitely cherish and keep these letters. Anything that you send, any gifts, any artwork, I love them so much. It's just amazing to be able to receive letters from all over the world. So if you're curious, the right side of the box are letters from you guys, the left side are nice notes and things from brands or people that I've worked with, and then I have this other box on the left that I kept for personal letters from friends throughout high school and college. Another sentimental box that I keep is this one that's labeled places. So these are little things that remind me of the places that I've been. Here is a small notebook that I kept while I was in Italy, so I decided to just add it in there. And then what's left are a bunch of random stuff that I'm going to take out of the office and sort into other places. Okay, so that is it for the office. Here are the before and after shots. The only part I have left are my books, so I still need to declutter my bookshelf to be able to fit more books on there, but I'll leave that for another day because I'm pretty tired at this point. Most importantly is how clear the floor is. This has been covered with stuff for the past 2 months, so it feels really good to have everything more organized and clean. Here's a final look of how I organized the drawers too. All right, that marks the end of the spring cleaning session. Thanks again to Dyson for sponsoring today's spring clean video. I'm so happy to finally have a space that feels clean, organized, and more airy, so I have room to breathe and I feel at peace. I also feel pretty accomplished for reorganizing the office because that was a task that I put off for 2 months. Now, are you planning on doing some spring cleaning yourself? What area of your home needs the most work? Share below in the comments. If you want to see more cleaning and organizing videos, I'll leave them in the upper right-hand card and in the description box below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Have a beautiful weekend. I love you guys so much. Bye!